So what are weekly art projects for children? There are some here. That's my horse sculpture. There are some examples here. You can see that they're generally animal themed. And we have drawings, paintings, other mixed media approaches. And down here, the ones that haven't fallen off, some sculptures, some three-dimensional pieces of work. So the projects begin on a Friday afternoon when I send out information which includes a link to a video, a demonstration video, and also some worksheets. For example, one activity that began with learning to draw a horse. I demonstrated an approach to drawing a horse, some simple shapes, building them up, and eventually refining them into drawing the horse. And then so that the children would do something with that new ability to draw a horse, I then encouraged them to try some other activities. For example, here, cutting out a stencil. So having drawn the horse onto some cardboard packaging, cutting it out, maybe getting some help to cut that out, and then using that stencil to do a number of things. And they're up here. So for example, with the stencil, you can then start to produce, it's a bit like printmaking, you can produce a number of drawings of horses quite quickly. I also got them to cut out the horse shape with different types of paper and make some collage. Here, using the stencil, a different horse, but using the stencil to apply paint and again put together some compositions. And then usually, while these drawing and mixed media activities are going on, there's also a sculpture project. So that was the horse, made from the inside of loo rolls and bits of card, painted, papier-mâchéed. This is a related one. That's a horse's head. Again, made, you can see on the inside from boxes, the inside of a loo roll, and painted and refined. And actually the zebra is a great favourite, because that's of course just a stripy horse. So beginning with drawing and trying to explore different techniques, as I say, often animal related. So here working with ink and wax pastels or oil pastels or wax crayons, working with the amazing patterns. I mean, animals are just such a great subject for children and young people. There's a terrific variety of shapes, patterns, colours. Fish are a good place to start because they're relatively simple shapes, but come in all sorts of exotic varieties. This was making a stencil from a fish shape, an angelfish shape, and then using wax crayons and watercolour papers. This is a fish lantern. I'll hold that up against the light. So that's working with tissue and glue. So there's a lot you can do, starting with the ability to draw the animal type. There's another handout. So these are just examples of the variety of fish shapes. So starting with learning to draw the animal and then trying to do something with that ability. One more thing that I like here, this is the pop-up frog. So this was on the inside of a card and opening up for the frog to pop out. So you can apply that to all sorts of other animals. A nice bird sculpture being watched over by a keen cat sculpture. So on a Friday afternoon is when that information comes out. The link to the video, the handouts, they all come out by email. On the Saturday, the children, with your help, can get in touch with me and I will give feedback and advice on their drawing and then the development of these projects. And depending on how much time they have during the week, they can continue to work with them. And then on the Thursday, so that's the end of that week, I try and gather together some examples of the children's work, and then I can send out a group email so that you can see how others have progressed with the project. And then we begin again on the next Friday afternoon with a new project. So if you're interested in that, have a look at my website and be in touch with me by email, and I can put you on the list and get you involved. Thank you.